Welcome to your latest cruise news updates for June 10th. After months of being out of sight in the dock hall at Ulstein Verft in Norway, the 1 to 6 passenger expedition cruise vessel National Geographic Resolution for Lindblad expeditions was docked out on June 8. This was announced in a press release by Ulstein. The National Geographic Resolution is specially designed for polar waters and is scheduled for delivery in Q4. It is sister vessel to the National Geographic Endurance, delivered in 2020. With the Polar Class 5 PC5, the vessels are able to go far into polar areas, and this enables Lindblad to start their polar travels up to 2 weeks ahead of the other expedition cruise vessels, according to Ulstein. Both are X-bow vessels of the CX-10 design from Ulstein Design and Solutions as. The X-bow is a key element in the vessels. Its power, wave-slicing action provides a smooth ride across harsh stretches of sea, securing a comfortable transit for its 126 passengers. This makes the vessel perfectly suited for adventures to faraway places. It also reduces spray on deck and allows for superior observation with a closer view of the hull due to the shape. The vessel holds 69 outside-facing cabins, most of which will feature balconies with floor-to-ceiling sliding doors that bring in the spectacular views and ample natural light. The National Geographic Resolution was named to honor the legendary explorer James Cook. Captain Cook was the first to circumnavigate Antarctica, cross the Antarctic Circle, and the first European to reach Hawaii. While he captained several ships in his career, his favorite was the MS Resolution. The 2021 version of the Resolution is a state-of-the-art and safe platform for polar exploration, Ulstein wrote. It is purpose-built for polar navigation. After its launch, the vessel will undergo finalizing work at the shipyard, where especially the interior part will be the most comprehensive before its sea trial period commences. The Australian Minister for Health and Aged Care Greg Hunt has announced in a media release that the Human Biosecurity Emergency period in the country under the Biosecurity Act 2015 will be extended for a further 3 months. According to the statement on the Department of Health's website, the Human Biosecurity Emergency Declaration ensures that the government has the powers to take any necessary measures to prevent and control COVID-19. This extends the 4 existing emergency determinations, including mandatory pre-departure testing and mask wearing for international flights, restrictions on the entry of cruise vessels within Australian territory, restrictions on outbound international travel for Australians, restrictions on trade of retail outlets at international airports. According to the media release, the extension was informed by specialist medical and epidemiological advice provided by the Australian Health Protection Principal Committee and the Commonwealth Chief Medical Officer. According to the advice, the international COVID-19 situation continues to pose an unacceptable risk to public health and, in an appropriate response to that risk, the emergency period that has been in place since March 18, 2020, will continue until September 17, 2021. The government said that it will continue to review these determinations regularly to take into account the latest medical advice. The government also continues to consult with the states and territories and the maritime industry on options for the staged resumption of cruising when the medical advice is that it is safe to do so. These measures in place under the Biosecurity Act 2015 can be amended or repealed at any time, he added. AIDA Cruises has announced it continues its gradual restart with another cruise ship, the AIDAstella, resuming holiday voyages from July 29, 2021. The ship will operate as originally planned with 10 and 11-day cruises from Palma de Mallorca with calls in Spain, Italy, Portugal, and Malta. There is a wide choice of travel dates until the end of October. In addition, AIDA Cruises will extend its Baltic Sea voyages with the AIDAsol from the German port Warnemünde into September. Dates between July 18 and Sept. 18, 2021 are now open for booking. The AIDAsol will sail to several Swedish ports during the popular Scandinavian midsummer, with visits to Stockholm, Gothenburg, and Visby. From July 18 to 24, a 6-day voyage is planned. Afterward, the AIDAsol will start every Saturday from Warnemünde for 7-day Baltic Sea round trips. The voyages originally planned with the AIDAsol with departure dates from July 26 to October 15, 2021, will not take place. Guests who were already booked on one of these original cruises will be notified. All AIDA cruises are carried out in compliance with its enhanced health and safety protocols, as well as applicable laws and regulations. Cruises in other destinations are not possible at the moment, AIDA said. As a result, all other cruises with a departure date between July 8 and August 8, 2021, have to be canceled. Guests who were booked on impacted cruises and their travel advisors are being notified. The Carnival Mardi Gras refueled for the first time with LNG at its home port of Port Canaveral, which built the new Terminal 3 to accommodate the new Carnival ship. The ship made its U.S. debut docking for the first time at Port Canaveral on Friday. The process took close to 8 hours via a new fueling barge that delivered enough LNG to power Mardi Gras for engines for approximately 14 days, according to a press release. This is what Christine Duffy, president of Carnival Cruise Line, had to share. Today was another milestone in what promises to be many firsts for Mardi Gras. Many thanks to our partners at Shell and Port Canaveral for their role in bringing LNG to the Americas. Carnival Cruise Line will have its Carnival Vista back in operation from Galveston in July, and the company will require 95% of guests aboard to have proof of a COVID-19 vaccination, according to a letter sent to guests. Carnival said 95% of guests will need to have had their final approved COVID-19 vaccine at least 14 days prior to sailing and will be required to present proof of vaccination at time of check-in. Vaccinated guests will not be required to wear masks or maintain physical distancing. The company noted it will be able to accommodate a small number of unvaccinated guests, children under 12, and that Carnival plans to allow a small number of exemptions. We remain optimistic that requirements for cruising from the U.S. will continue to evolve and our approach to future sailings will become more flexible, the company said. Carnival also noted crew will be vaccinated. Coral Expeditions has unveiled fully domestic 2020 sailing schedule, the cruise line wrote in a press release. This includes extended sailing dates in the Kimberley due to popular demand. Also released are new additions to the Australia's Coastal Wilderness series of itineraries to replace international voyages which remain uncertain with ongoing border restrictions. The company has also made available for booking the April to September Kimberley season in 2 to 3. We are pleased to finalize our plan with the decision to offer an Australian-led sailing schedule for 2022, said Commercial Director of Coral Expeditions Jeff Gillies. As we continue to see travel uncertainty, particularly across international borders, we want to provide confidence and early planning opportunities for our guests and travel industry partners. These newly released voyages provide more availability on classic voyages and the addition of some unique new travel options for Australians to enjoy. A series of 10 new Kimberley cruise dates in 2022 aboard the new vessel Coral Geographer are a key feature, adding over 1,200 new berths of availability through the popular period from April to June. We have seen a very strong demand over the past months with our successful restart in the Kimberley, and it looks like being the hot destination for travel in 2022, Gillies stated. This iconic cruise is a true bucket list for any Australian adventurer, and we will have 3 purpose-built expedition ships operating in the Kimberley in 2022 and 2023. Our expedition team has been exploring the region for 3 decades. In the vast expanses of the Kimberley, there is no substitute for experience, he added. Other newly released expeditions include 2 new 18-night expeditions across the top of Australia between Broome and Cairns and vice versa being released for January 2022. And that concludes our latest cruise news updates for June 10th. If you enjoyed these updates, please subscribe to my channel and give my video a thumbs up, as this will really help my channel grow. Thank you for watching. See you on my next update. Until then, take care and stay safe.